I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Network. We're going to talk about Kevin Costner and him doubling down on his defense of one rhino, might as well just say Democrat at this point, Liz Cheney. Of course, Liz Cheney has tried to make quite a name for herself, going after Donald Trump and that ridiculous kangaroo court circus known as the J6 Committee. Yeah, I said J6, YouTube. Ha. So anyway, she's tried to make a name for herself, and because of that, she's become brave, stunning, and courageous with Democrats everywhere, right? She got the doors blown off her up in Montana by a Trump candidate in the primary, and that was after getting a endorsement from Kevin Costner. Now, I find this interesting because I guess Kevin Costner is also technically a Republican. I don't know. I can't tell from this article and from what I've read, because he once endorsed Buttigieg, and we know what he's about. You certainly can't call Costner a conservative or America First supporter in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Now, that said, and what's weird about Costner is he always makes a point to take a lot of roles that he knows is going to resonate with conservatives. You know, I'm going to tell you, my favorite show is Yellowstone, without a doubt. He is fantastic in that show. It's a great show. Taylor Sheridan has done unbelievable things with that show. I cannot wait for 1923 with my favorite actor, Harrison Ford. And then I have not seen 1883 yet. I've got it on my watch list, but I haven't sat down and watched it. I'm a season behind on Yellowstone, and it just is what it is. So, long story short, he has come out and he has sort of doubled down on Liz Cheney. Now, the media is actually out there trying to talk about a Liz Cheney, Stacey Abrams team up. Is that some kind of villain duo from a DC comic book? Because you've got to be joking. How many votes is that those two actually going to get? They'd certainly get more Democrat votes than they would Republican votes. So let's get to this, because Kevin Costner is really disappointed. And I guess he's disappointed in what? I don't know. Conservatives not backing Liz Cheney? Is that a joke? Got to be kidding me. Kevin Costner learns Yellowstone election results, discusses his own political views. I quote, "I'm disappointed." He's one of these dudes that wants us all to sing Kumbaya. And unfortunately, I just don't think we're in that political climate now. The progressives' left's ideals are so radical that common sense people are not going to back those folks. Okay? There's just no chance of it. It's not going to happen. And so there is not a lot of fence riding or coming together. I do say that moderate and independent votes are very important if you want to win particularly a presidential election. And you just got to hope enough of those people sitting in the middle are bothered by things like what's going on in schools, inflation, all that sort of thing, to the point that they will vote for a Republican, okay? Yellowstone is back. Kevin Costner's character, John Dutton, has been patiently awaiting his election results, just like millions of fans pining for the return of their favorite drama. Thanks for telling me stuff about the show and I ain't seen last season. I mean, after a year or however long, I guess I deserve it. I can't wait to see Tulsa King, by the way. A trailer for the new season of Taylor Sheridan's show revealed Dutton's process of being sworn in as governor, only adding more clout to the seventh-generation rancher in his dynasty, but keeping Dutton away from his beloved ranch. Quote, "I know how hard it's going to be on him," Costner told USA Today. "His heart is at the ranch, not trying to find middle ground with people. That's going to be problematic. He has a lane that he operates in that is not as expansive as some would want it to be, and he won't change. Viewers have immersed themselves in all things Yellowstone, so much that executive producer Sheridan created spinoffs 1883 and 1923. My mother actually likes 1883 more than Yellowstone. Costner's on-screen persona, but her guy Sam Elliott's in it, may have more interest in the public political forum than he ever will, though. Quote, "No, I don't think there's any reason for me to run," he said, adding, "though I wish people that did run had a bigger vision and more of a morality about how they see the country evolving. I'm disappointed. The Field of Dreams star refuses to pick a side and has supported a wide spectrum of candidates. He gave his support to 2020 presidential Democratic candidate Pete Buttigieg and Wyoming Republican, come on, let me clean this up for you, Wyoming Democrat Representative Liz Cheney. Cheney, the outspoken critic of President Donald Trump, lost the August primary election and then campaigned for Democrats during the midterms in an attempt to block any Trump allies from winning. There. You see what I'm saying about Cheney? Here we go. So, Costner, 67, has no regrets about supporting any candidate. Quote, "Just because you lose doesn't mean you're done. It doesn't mean you're even wrong," he said. "I was clear that Cheney probably wasn't going to win her election, but I wanted to let her know as a citizen how much I appreciated her brave, clear-headed stance." Good God. I mean, come on, Kevin. Costner's stance brought criticism even from some Yellowstone fans. Quote, "I didn't really care how the cookie crumbles. That people that liked me don't like me now. That's okay. His decade-long career has been working on some of the industry's biggest films, Dances with Wolves and The Bodyguard. He also overcome huge Hollywood disasters like Waterworld. Costner doesn't take Yellowstone's success for granted. Quote, "I'm not naive. I'm aware that it's a #1 show. You're always happy when something's received well. I've had things that I thought were pretty good that weren't exactly hits. But you cannot be driven by the ratings. You just appreciate that there's an audience." He admitted the show wasn't initially a long-term pursuit, but he's still on the ride. Quote, "I was only going to do 1 season, but I've done this many. I'll give it everything I can to what I'm doing. But the moment I feel it's not right, I'm going to step away." The additional Yellowstone prequel, 1883, was released last year, starring Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. 1923, that's the one with Harrison Ford, is December 18th. So, look, I certainly don't have to align with his politics to watch that show. That Yellowstone is fantastic. I'm not even going to lie. Cole Hauser is awesome in that show. And the lady that plays Beth Dutton, good Lord. I mean, she's a firecracker if there ever was one. This is so crazy. You know, it's so weird. It's like people like Costner gets into that Hollywood bubble, into that Hollywood arena, and they cannot sift out that poison in them that you know leads them down the road to support a candidate like Buttigieg, or even I gotta say maybe even worse because she feels treasonous, Liz Cheney, right? That you can't see exactly that there's some blatant, you know, with Cheney and Trump, there's something personal there, okay? And it's funny how people can't see that. She basically doesn't like the fact that Trump wants to expose the political bullshit, right? And it's like she thinks she's going to stop that? Really? I mean, you know, Trump is very outspoken. He is what he is. It's amazing to me how many politicians are so offended by him. It's unbelievable. Yeah, but I just wanted to show you guys. I was like, wow, Kevin Costner is still doubling down on Liz Cheney. So is he going to lose more of his money? Is he going to put money behind Liz Cheney trying to run for president? And I just cannot imagine Liz Cheney running for president. It's insane to me. Why she would do that? I mean, you have to be a complete... you got to be totally self-absorbed and lack total self-awareness for her to get out there and want to run in 2024. I mean, in her heart of hearts, she's got to know that she's not even going to register as a bleep on the radar. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network supporters. Kevin Costner doubling down on Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney. I find this funny, too. I mean, it's funny. But still, Costner, you make a point. Let's be honest. Make a point to make shows that you know resonate with a certain side of the political aisle. He cannot tell me he doesn't. By the way, I think The Postman's underrated. I do. It was a bomb and a lot of critics hated it. I actually liked the show. I actually did like The Postman. Oh well. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.